right, we are live. Hey, everybody. Hey, folks, as you jump on, I got some pretty awesome, amazing new blood, but nevertheless, very good marketers, Chad and Jonathan. Thank you for being here, guys. Really appreciate you being here at the... All right, we are live. Hey, everybody. I do that every time. Hang on, that's my fault. Awesome, amazing blood. It's because I start this. Very good marketers, Chad and Jonathan. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. I do that every damn webinar I do. I have Facebook in the background, and it creates an echo. So anyway, guys, welcome. Today, we're going to be talking to Chad and Jonathan. As I said, you know, a lot of what will create the new Now Lifestyle legacy will be a lot of our old members, but also a lot of new people as well. You know, the two guys here just saw the vision of what we're doing. Actually, before the webinar, we were talking a little bit more, and we'll probably go down that direction quite a bit today, of how really the online marketing community, folks, is so small. Today, we're going to share their stories, but also I'm going to take you through the back end of the health and wellness portion, the digital portion, the on-demand workouts. I'm going to show you more of the nutritional trackers and everything that you can do and share with people. And I see somebody else just jumped in the room here. Oh, there's Ingo. So I'm going to promote Ingo to a panelist. So here comes Ingo, guys. So anyway, we're going to show you a little bit more of that. But what we were discussing as before we're starting the call, and I've said this a few times, you know, what makes this as exciting is it's really that merge and that break. That's a great picture. There you go, Ingo. How you doing? There's a mute button, by the way. Here, let me see. I can probably unmute you. There we go. Nice to have you, sir. But anyway, we were talking about what really, you know, what true network marketers and professionals, especially online, see is that hybrid of we're going to be now that we're launching the digital side of the workouts really soon, folks. We're also going to be launching our nutritional line. And those tangible products are going to make a huge, huge difference because Chad, you were saying, what we were saying also, Jonathan, as well, that this marketing community online of early adopters, it's probably what, maybe 10 to 15% of total network marketers today. So that's why a lot of these companies tend to hit bridges because some people just want that tangible product. So to either of you or all of you, whoever wants to start, maybe Chad, you start first. Give us a little bit of your background, how you got started from a video game internet junkie addict to where you are today.
Hey, what's going on, Joel, and everybody else watching? Hey, I just want to appreciate you for inviting me on here. Yeah, and my background is I've done a lot of sales, but let's start kind of back in network marketing days. I call it thousands and thousands and thousands of leads, all from this desk right here, actually. And got completely burnt out, ended up quitting the industry, got hooked on video games, became extremely depressed, was searching for somebody to help me pull out of that hole, and I actually found somebody. Helped me kind of bring myself and realize my true potential, or not quite true, but I was getting there. And then I got into sales. I ran direct sales offices, did door-to-door, went and sold vacuums and at Uverse, AT&T TV. And then one day I was down in Florida. I actually became like a kind of a sales mercenary where I go out of state so I could get some nicer weather because I'm from Michigan. And I was sitting in a sales office listening to a guy making $80,000 a month running these sales offices, but he was explaining his lifestyle. He was like, I have to drive 4 hours a day to get to work. And the only vacation he ever got was to be able to go to one of our other sales offices. And there was just no lifestyle in that. There was no freedom. And I actually immediately quit that job. And I went and lived in a hotel room. I launched my very first internet business and actually was able to make enough in my first 10 days to buy a plane ticket back to Michigan. Got back to Michigan 6 months later, had my first $4,150 day. Leveraged that into an $8,000 month, and then leveraged that into multiple six figures online. But the crazy thing is come last year, I was making great money and I was doing really well, but my team wasn't. And I was like, man, there has to be something, and I couldn't figure it out. And I actually took like a hiatus from the industry, took off for 6 months, did some sales and consulting, back in Florida again. I must like it there. And then I just happened to have a friend hit me up on Facebook and said, hey, there's this thing launching. It's fitness, and it's going to have this big upfront money that you can make, and then all these awesome depth residuals, and it's going to be duplicatable and all this stuff. You should check it out. And I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. And then I don't know, it was weird. It just something grabbed me, and I just ran with it. Now I have one of the biggest teams that are fastest growing in this business, and I believe one of the best leadership teams that I've ever had, like in any other business. It's just amazing, the leaders that we're attracting over here. So I'm just super pumped for the future of this, and I'm just excited to be here.
Yeah, and it really is just the beginning, and I couldn't agree with you more. The part that, being online now for 18 years, the thing that excites me the most is people are seeing the vision, but the leadership is beyond exceptional in the group. I've created other Facebook groups where you see a lot of people complaining or whining or this or that. I have had, usually you're moderating a Facebook group all day. The positivity, the energy, the leadership, the duplication is unbelievable. So appreciate that. Jonathan, anything you want to say from your perspective, or Ingo, or yeah, I'd love to hear a little bit of your perspective.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes, loud and clear.
Awesome. Sorry, I was answering another question over here. Well, how you guys doing? My name is Jonathan. I'm pretty much new to the marketing world myself. I got started in this journey about a year ago. I used to work for Verizon Wireless. I was a experience specialist, basically a glorified customer service representative, or the door holder. I was the guy to open the door, let them in, sign them up, go and chill. And I was doing that for about 2.5 years, and it was pretty solid and everything. But I kind of growing up and being raised in my family, in my household, I was raised around a lot of family of entrepreneurs. So the idea of go to a job and things like that was kind of like, let's see how long you're going to last here. Because I know everyone in our family, we're just so tunnel vision, like, hey, if you want to be successful in life, you need to create your own entity. So I'm like, all right, cool. I got started with network marketing when I was 22, back in finishing up through college. And I got started with, I was part of Amway. Loved the company. I've got a great training area for it, and it kind of gave me my presentation to be more professional with it. So for that, I'm truly tremendously thankful for that opportunity. But I was looking for new ways to try to get, more income out there, because I always sensed that there was a chance to be able to have my own business and run my own business. But I love the convenience of living from the laptop lifestyle. And so about a year ago, my mom introduced me to a company. I was connected to a company called Mobe. And that kind of gave me my introduction to understand a little bit more about online marketing, and got a chance to start talking to some solid leaders that were building this business and being effective in this whole entire career, just living from their from their laptop. And of course, when we had our whole entire conference, when I first got a chance to check out this company, it was an all-inclusive trip to go to a whole nother country. It's like, yeah, we're going to Mexico for this trip. I'm like, wait, this company paid for this? So okay, I'm interested. So when they told me I got food and all this stuff covered, I'm about my food. So I'm like, yeah, I'm in. Let's check this out. But when I got a chance to start being around other movers and shakers in the business, it gave me an opportunity to realize, wow, this is a great. I love the mindset. I love being around people that have that forward mindset, like, hey, we're going to make it. We weren't talking about negativity of working at a job. We were talking about hey, these are new projects we're working on over here. We're trying to earn this money here to, increase more wealth in the world, to be able to raise more to help out poverty in the world, to clear out poverty, working on building solutions. I love that. I love being able to mastermind with solid people that want to do this. And so getting my chance to dabble a little bit in online marketing and starting to learn a lot more of it, I was like, I'm looking for something that I could do that's in both my passions. One, in the career that I want to start learning, which is online marketing, but two, fitness. I've been an athlete ever since I was a kid. So from age 5 all the way till I graduated, I've been playing soccer. I even did travel for a while, then did competitive martial arts, and then also competed competitively in CrossFit. So I'm a big time athlete. Yeah, you got your attention. So I love it. I love the whole training and everything with it. I have that athletic mentality. I want to get it in. What's my goal? What's my objective? If I'm not striving towards that, I'm wasting my time. You got to have a goal towards anything you're doing in life. And so that's how I treat my fitness. And so I was always trying to find how can I find a way to monetize what I do for fitness, and then also connect it with online marketing. because I saw what personal trainers were doing. I'm like, I don't like the idea of me working individually with all these
You're
different
trading
people.
time for money. I was a personal trainer for a few years too, and it's a tough business. People cancel on you.
Yes.
It's not a very good consistent income. I agree.
Exactly. And then it's a combination of everyone has their own things they want to do with their bodies and stuff. Whereas when I was used to CrossFit as a coach, you just like, okay, this is the workout. Everyone does it. I might have to do a couple fixer, like, a couple little modifications here and there, but we all had a general plan as to what we were following. And I love that. And it was always different each day. I'm like, I like this type of mindset. So if I could find something to monetize both of those areas, man, I would tear this up. And so I got a chance to check it out from my mentor. His name is Chris. He's not in the thing right now, but he's the one that told me about this opportunity that Chad told him. It's like, hey, got this business is coming out from Joel. I was like, it's basically a way to take internet marketing and fitness and what you're already kind of doing together. So I remember I was like 8 o'clock in the morning. He gives me a call, wakes me up. I'm like, wait, hold on. You told me what? I got immediately jumped out of bed. Like, give me the link. Let me find out what this whole thing's all about. And I got excited because not only is the opportunity for the income potential, but the fact that it's something that's getting started, and we have such a tremendous amount of leaders here. I'm like, I see nothing but tremendous growth coming from this. And then, of course, the educational systems that we have are for anyone who's brand new that doesn't they don't know the difference between like a landing page and a capture page, or like CEOs or anything like that. They don't know any of that stuff at all. They can learn that. And the cool thing about it is you got a team here that's wanting to help you out here, and you also get in shape. So it's a win-win situation. So you can't beat it. So I'm excited to see the growth and everything we got going on here. So that's pretty much my story there.
Awesome. Yeah, we definitely share the same mindset around the fitness. Ingo, I want to turn things over to you. It's Mueller, right? Best man at my wedding was named Mueller. Can you hear us okay, by the way?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you. Hear you fine. Can you hear us okay?
Okay, perfect.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Everything's fine over here.
Want to get a little bit of your backstory and tell people who you are.
Yeah, thanks, Joel. Well, my name is Ingo Mueller, and if I'm looking for some English words in between, then this is because English is just my second language, because I grew up and I lived in Germany 30 years of my life. So I'm a prime example for the possibility that you can do this even if you're not, like, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter if even English is your first language. You can do this, because this is what I so love about this industry, that it's a plain field with, like, the potential is there for everybody. Everybody can do this. Everybody has the chance to become successful and fulfill their dreams. And that's what I did, because of the techniques and the strategies that you can learn inside NowLifestyle if you join us in this journey. Because if okay, I have to take a couple steps back in my story, because I come from a background from classic network marketing with hotel meetings and selling stuff from door to door, and like I sold all kinds of things in early on, basically my whole life. When I came out of school, I didn't want to work for anyone as an employee, so I was looking for a way to make money with my own business. So I got introduced to direct sales and network marketing. But back in the days, which is like almost 10 years ago now, I was taught that you have to write down a list from all your friends and family, call all of them, try to get them to a meeting, and sell them stuff that they basically not necessarily need, right? I mean, I know that everyone on this panel has experience in this and experienced this before. And if you see this, and if you are in a network marketing company and you are still taught the old way of doing marketing, then you should listen closely what we are talking about here and what NowLifestyle can teach you and present you. Because a couple of years later, I was looking for a better way on the internet, because it was just not working out for me. Running from hotel meeting to hotel meeting, inviting 10 people and only one person shows up. And after the presentation, they're telling you they're not interested. So you're working and working and working, but the results aren't just satisfying. So I hopped online and I was looking for a solution, and then I was introduced to the art of list building, having an autoresponder, having a system in place that is working for you 24/7. It doesn't matter if you're sleeping or not, it doesn't matter if you're traveling or not. If you put in the work and learn the techniques on how to create leads and prospects on the internet and introduce them to joining your newsletter or your list, then the system will market for you for weeks and months and even years, right? I mean, Joel, you are a master in this, and this is why I joined NowLifestyle. Because when I heard that you would launch this company, I know that you launched several businesses in this space before very successfully. So I knew that I would be in good hands if I would join you in NowLifestyle. And it's just it's such a mind shift from selling person to person to creating a list and having an autoresponder doing the work for you. So after I got introduced to that technique, my whole life changed. And in just a couple of years, I was able to sell. I sold everything in Germany, all my things.
Where are you now? I keep thinking, where the heck are you living now? Because that's not Germany, that's for sure. Where are you?
No. I mean, you can probably see the freaking bananas. This is in my backyard in Costa Rica.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'm on a plane out this afternoon, just saying.
Yeah. So that behind me there's a coconut tree. We have pineapples in our garden, and I'm living the life of my dreams now. I live in Costa Rica together with my family. My wife is here. I have a 10-year-old daughter. She came with us here, and we're all happy here. And this is all just because of the power of the internet and the power of leveraging systems that can work for you. And when Chad contacted me, or I saw a post from him on Facebook that just caught my attention, and I shot in a message, and we had a conversation on I don't know if it was Skype or whatever. We had a conversation, and when I heard what we have in store and what is the whole vision for NowLifestyle, I was sold immediately, and I joined him and went all in right away.
Awesome.
Because this is another concept that I learned in another company that is really important, that when you join a business, that you are not trying to be successful, that you are not just trying to make it, but you have to make a decision in your mind that you will be successful, that you will do whatever it takes to learn all the things.
Ingo, can I stop you there just for a second? Because I'm seeing an amazing pattern, and I see this all the time with new people that join our teams, okay? And here's the pattern, folks, that I've said again and again and again. And these gentlemen are talking about this pattern in an indirect and different way. And it's this: one, you're just one Facebook post away. Okay, a lot of people say, well, how do I get people going? Well, Chad posted on Facebook. Ingo saw it. Something else happened, though. Like I tell everybody, it's not just about building a list. It's about being available to that list. When I started my very first company, I was the support agent. I was the phone call agent. You know, this idea where the internet has changed, folks, like Ingo told you, is I don't have to talk to my aunt and uncle and my dead grandmother and my sister and my brother that I don't even have anyway. But there's still an element of belly to belly marketing. And what I mean by that, here's where a lot of people do. They go, oh my God, Joel, I got 10 leads in my lead capture system. What do? Give them your damn Skype address. Well, why would I do that? Because they just voted yes. It's not cold calling. They opted in. They want to know more about what you're doing. And if you only send them a follow-up series, yeah, that's going to work somewhat. But if you actually give them a real email address and a real Skype address, so that's what happened with Chad and Ingo. You said to yourself, Ingo, you got on Skype with him, and you start Skyping, and then based on the Skype call, you're like, yeah, I see the vision. I want to be a part of this. And then coming back to Jonathan, where I see a lot of other people too, you know, Jonathan self-admittedly said he's pretty new to the online marketing side of things, but he learned very quickly, and I've said this a kabillion times, you are who you associate with. My mother was uber conservative. It didn't matter if I was selling you know, $10 bills or, you know, for a quarter or whatever. However I was making money, it just wasn't a good idea because it wasn't a good education. It wasn't a university degree and then a good job. And that's how my mother was. So it didn't mean that I don't love her to death. Of course I did. But it's not somebody that I particularly shared my ideas with because she didn't have the same mindset. So a lot of people say, well, Joel, I'm brand new to this. How do I attract leadership? One, it changes right here. Jonathan is fairly new, but extremely positive. Like I'm going to go do some CrossFit with him, although he'll kick my butt because I got a really bad back. That's number one. Number two is take a little bit of action on your own. I can tell you right now, as new as he might be, he didn't start whining and bitching and complaining and going, oh, help, 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 help. He's like, damn, no, I see the vision. Let's do this. So guys, you know, just in their conversations, there's a couple things here that have been hit. Number one, follow up with your leads. You know, does that mean you have to give everybody in the world your Skype address? No, that's where the duplication comes in. That's where the leverage comes in. Now I only talk to certain people, but I had to bring that up, Ingo, because, you know, those are two major factors of newbies. One, why can't, you know, how do I attract leadership? Just be positive in a Facebook group. Say something really nice. They're going to say, man, this person's got the right mindset. That's it. That's all. And more importantly, do follow up with people, you know, like, I mean, Skype with somebody, whatever, it's free, it's cheap, it's easy, but you still have to create, you know, Chad, maybe you can say this to Ingo or vice versa, you know, without you guys creating a true relationship or friendship, if Ingo was just like a Facebook friend that you never talked to before, more than likely he wouldn't have hit you up like that saying, hey, what's this all about? You know, there is still that human component. Yes, the internet is wonderful. Yes, the internet is beautiful, but there's a human element to this industry still. Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Yeah, I want to say a couple sentences about this. Thanks, Joel, for setting this up right, because a lot of people think, or they join internet businesses and they think, okay, I just need to send out a couple of emails and I just need to push a couple buttons and I'll become rich, right? And that's like one of the biggest myths in the industry. And we are here to bunk that myth because it's just not true. You still have to put in the work and you still have to connect with people because this industry, this is about people. This is not about buttons and automation. That helps a lot, but it is still about the connection between two human beings who talk to each other, who share a vision. And if you think that you are lacking leadership or that you are not a leader, hell, the first step is associate yourself with leaders. What you can do if you join us in NowLifestyle, because there's a lot of leadership here, and there is the whole, like, the atmosphere in NowLifestyle is that everyone helps each other. Doesn't even matter what team you're in. It doesn't matter if you're in my downline or if you're in Jonathan's downline or in Daniel Kump's team or in David Gardner's team or whatever. We're all here to support each other, because if I learned something in this industry, if you are willing to put in the work and if you are ready, then everyone that is already successful will help you. Successful people will always be willing to help if you are ready for it.
Yeah,
so if you're on the fence
a little bit, right? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There are some people that are like, where's my commission check? I'm like, did you watch any of the videos? Where are the videos? Well, did you log into your members area? Well, where do I log in? It's like, really, like, come on, you know, all leaders are there to help people who have the right mindset. And as you said, Ingo, they're ready for it. They're ready for a true change.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just a matter of you being ready. If you watch this, then it is your business. It is your life. We can always just do so much we are here. We are ready to help everyone who wants help, who is ready to make a change in their life. So this is something that I love about this industry, that I love especially about this company, that there's so much leadership that has the mindset of helping people. That that's why I am still in this industry, because because the marketing world and all the internet world can be so noisy, and there's a million things that sound amazing always, and there's always something new popping up. But to find an atmosphere, or find like the vibe of a company like this is rare. If you are here, if you see this live stream right now, you're lucky to be here, because there's just so many very good things out there, and NowLifestyle is one of them. So I'm repeating myself. If you're watching this and you're on the fence, join us in this journey. We are here to help.
Yeah, that is the one thing that truly brings tears of happiness to me. It's very, as you know, with all the companies that we've did launch. And by the way, folks, every company that I've ever launched is still in existence today. Okay. And the reason they're in existence today is because it's always about value before opportunity. If not for the opportunity, would people be using the product or service? Now, with the autoresponder, of course, people are going to be using the autoresponder. As Jonathan said, that was the number one thing that he learned: build your list, make money, which is still true today. And, the health and wellness portion, when we release it, it's going to be for 5 family members for $100. Like, a CrossFit gym is $150 a month, and you're going to learn all the stuff that you need to learn right there as well. And that's what I think creates the culture and the community. And I hope you guys did this, by the way. We released this. I want that in the Facebook group, guys. You read your email. We've got our own little phone wallpapers. But anyway, just playing around. And I cracked my phone, but you can't see that on there.
That's fine.
So I want to come back around, because I did promise people we're going to show them a sneak peek of the health and wellness aspect. And this is what we were discussing before jumping on the call. Guys, understand, ladies, everybody watching this, if you're watching this on Facebook and you're intrigued about making money online, you are an extremely early adopter. I remember when I got online for the first time in 1998, okay, which is really aging me, 18 and a half years ago. I remember saying to myself, I'm a little late for this internet game. I don't know if I can make any money. Like, everybody's already online type of deal, and there was no YouTube, there was no Facebook, there was no social media, there was no nothing. Everything were long form sales letters. And the more I'm online, the more I'm telling you, and I think all the gentlemen here would agree, about 10% of total network marketers today are online, and the other 90% are still offline, belly to belly, hotel meeting marketers, because they just don't know a better way. So in the very near future, and if you guys are okay with it, what I'd like to do is share my screen, take everybody through sort of the what will be the on-demand video nutrition and educational side of things, and then come back and talk a little bit about what the next huge phase is, which is the tangible offline products. There will be millions of people that will know about NowLifestyle once we have those easily demonstratable nutritional product lines that people can show and share with their friends and family and whoever they want to from home, especially the home workout system too. People are going to love that. But before I do that, is there anything that any of you guys want to add in before I kind of just unveil a little bit about what's coming in the next week or so?
No, drop it, man.
Okay, cool. Well, let me share my screen. And what page do I want to share?
I'm just happy that I have Ingo to get on here and show like ridiculous background,
Yeah, I know. It's awe-inspiring,
That makes my job way easier. Like, I don't really have to do much.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it does say coming soon, but I'm really revealing it to everybody here as proof that it's ready. So when people log in and they invest in the Now Body system, which is really the 7-minute workout, and I need to talk about that a little bit more because it is large. You know, if you go on my last webinar that I did, it's largely misunderstood, yet very, very powerful. And, you know, there's two key components to this. So many people say, Joel, come on, 6-pack, 21-inch arms, almost 45 years old, and you train about 7 minutes a day, 3 times per week. Well, yes, 100%. I bet my kid's life on it. What people misunderstand when I'm talking about the 7 minutes, it's about 7 minutes of exertion. So if I'm doing one set of an exercise, it might take me 10 to 20 seconds to do that, but I might be taking a 4 or 5 minute break between that. Now, I'm a big believer in any type of exercise because doing something is way better than doing nothing. So my wife does a lot of CrossFit. My daughter loves CrossFit. I don't do a lot of CrossFit, although I'm a big fan of it. But what CrossFit does, folks, is it combines together resistance training with cardiovascular exercise at the same time because it's very, very high paced. Okay, very high paced. What 7-minute workout does is similar to a CrossFit, but instead of trying to hit both the cardiovascular and the muscular system at exactly the same moment, you kind of split them out. So yes, it's true. I've only ever trained 7 minutes a day, 3 times per week. And here's the main reason, guys. I want you to understand this if you don't understand anything else about the science of it. When I got started at 11 years old in training, which is quite young. So one, no, it doesn't stunt your growth. I'm taller than my father. I'm taller than my mother. I'm taller than most people in my family. And I started at 11 years old. Now, did I put 400 pounds on my spine and destroy my growth plates? Of course not. But nevertheless, you can start pretty young with resistance training. And the 7-minute workout is really about the same system, slightly modified, whether you're 10 years old or 90 years old or male or female. It really doesn't matter. You know, a lot of women, again, their misconception is, and of course I know Jonathan knows this, my God, if I pick up a heavy weight, Joel, I'm going to have arms like you in 2 weeks. That just doesn't happen, but that's the perception that women have. And again, you don't want to have big arms. Don't lift big weights. Lift lighter weights. But the whole concept of high intensity, short duration really does work. So once we reveal this, folks, and once we launch, well, I'm revealing it now, I guess, but once we launch this, the very first thing you're going to do, and you're going to come to a fit profile like this here, okay? And you can, every page, like all the other pages in our member area, has a video on how to use each section, but you're going to fill out a questionnaire. So this is obviously just, a fake questionnaire, but based on this, God, I wish I was born in 1988, actually. But anyway, we'll talk about that another time.
I think that's when Jonathan was born.
Yeah, exactly. So, but anyway, you're going to fill out a questionnaire, and that questionnaire is designed for your basic fitness goals, right? Some people are just getting started. The thought of going to a gym is completely intimidating. Some women are going to want to lose, fat around their thighs. Some guys are going to want to lose the belly. Some people are going to say, I'm really thin and I want to gain weight. Some people are going to say, I really prefer to do this at home. Some are going to say, I already have a gym membership, but I'm not seeing the results I want to see. So based on the questionnaire, you get what's called a fit profile, okay? And it also talks a little bit more about, just a lot of, it's not too long, but it's long enough. Whoop, I don't know how that happened. It's not too long, but it's long enough that allows us, with the approximately 800 videos that I created, folks, after you fill this out, then what it does is it creates a customized nutrition guide and a customized workout for your goals, for your needs, for your wants, whether you're male or female. And here's one of the things, and Jonathan, I don't know what your goals are, but after my 33 years experience, if your goal is to add more muscle, let me tell you guys this one story. When I was younger, I used to train 4 to 5 days per week, and I could not get past about 140 pounds. I just couldn't get past any type of weight. And here's what I realized, and it is, understand this one other thing, folks. Exercise provides the stimulus for your body to improve, okay? It's the time away from the gym that provides the recuperation and the ability for your body to improve, okay? So what I realized and let's just use a simple example. If somebody has a 15-inch arm or a 14-inch arm or a 12-inch arm and they work out their arm, do you think it's going to take longer for somebody with a 11-inch arm to recuperate from their workout, or somebody with a 21-inch arm to recuperate from their workout?
Probably 21-inch, eh?
Yeah, obviously the person with more muscle is going to take longer to recuperate because there's more protein that has to be repaired and so on. So when I couldn't get past 140 pounds, I did what the conventional person would do. Okay, I'm going to go 5 days a week. Oh, I'm there for an hour. Okay, well, screw it. I'm going to go for 2 hours. And next thing you know, I'm stimulating, and I actually started to lose weight and lose gains. I'd get really frustrated. I'd take a week to 2 weeks off. I'd start missing it a little bit, and I'd come back to the gym 6 or 7 pounds heavier and substantially stronger. Okay. Now understand this, folks, no matter what, a stronger muscle is always a bigger muscle. Okay. So to ladies, if you get to exactly where you want to be and you're like, hey, I don't want my arm to be any bigger. Hey, I love the way my calves are looking. Hey, I love the way my quads are looking. Provided that you never increase the weight beyond what you're satisfied with, you're in maintenance mode and you're in total control of what you want your body to look like. But what people don't understand, a lot of people say, so Joel, you really only train each body part once every 10 days. I'm like, yes, once every 10 days. And they always say that the conventional thinking, because it is so misunderstood, how the heck can you grow training each body part only once every 10 days? And what I tell them is, listen, how can I not grow? I'm providing my body with so much recuperation time that it's forced to grow. So based on coming back, I like to give a little bit of the science behind it, folks, so that people understand. Based on your fit profile, which is right here, then from here, it will create a customized workout program for you. The days and the recovery days are the same. And I tell people, listen, whatever works for you works for you. Okay. And what I mean by that is people say, well, can I train more often? No, don't do your resistance training more often. But if on your rest and recovery day, you want to do some cardio, you want to go for a jog, you want to do whatever you want to do, you want to play some sports, absolutely. So on my rest and recovery days, folks, I do cardio. I'll be the first to admit I can't stand cardio, but at almost 45 years old, I do know that cardio is the most important thing for what? Right here, right, guys? Your heart. It's the most important muscle in our body. And the reason why so many women who do the Zumba classes or the aerobic activity for weeks and years on end is because honestly, cardiovascular exercise is really not that great for increasing your metabolism long-term and therefore burning a lot more fat. What does do that is building muscle. That's why resistance training long-term is way better. So from here, you have your different back and biceps workouts. Here's an example of all the different stuffs that you can do for back. Here's the stuff that I'm actually doing with resistance bands, so forth. And again, these videos show up based on the individual fitness goals of the user. Okay, so that's what I want people to understand. And by the way, very mobile friendly. So if you're going to the gym and you choose to do your stuff at the gym, you can do it at the gym as well. And all these videos are very mobile friendly. The whole members area is very mobile friendly. And then the food tracker is more here, which people tend to use at the very, very beginning. Where'd it go? Whoops. There we go. So the food tracker, people tend to use more at the very beginning, but honestly, you do not need to count calories. What you need to look at are your macronutrient ratios. Now, I don't want to get into this too much because nutrition is something that you learn when you go all in. You learn the whole concept of the nutrition side of what you need to do. But I will tell everybody this. Yes, I eat out probably 4 or 5 days a week, every week. Yes, I still have a full 6-pack. No, I do not train my abdominals. And here's why. Abdominals are built in the kitchen, first and foremost. Number 2 is I have what's called an umbilical hernia. About 7 years ago, I had my appendix taken out and they took it out through my belly button and they didn't do it properly. So now I have a slight hernia above my belly button. So if I try to train my abs, it actually just makes my hernia a little bit worse. Yes, one day I'll go back to the surgeon and I'll have it fixed. But the point I'm trying to make is like people, again, misconception number 3, 4, 5, there's hundreds of them. Joel, I have a belly. You know, the guys talk to me. If I do sit-ups and crunches, will that get rid of my belly? Nope, won't. Well, how'd you get your six-pack? My body fat's low. I got my six-pack by training this way and eating a very high-protein diet and watching my macronutrient ratios. So I can watch my macronutrient ratios and still eat out 5 days a week. I can still come on the weekends. I'm a big sucker for margaritas. Now, for people who don't know, a margarita is about 1,000 calories of pure sugar and a couple of shots of tequila. So I got totally addicted to margaritas on the weekend when I moved to Texas. So this is, you know, just a little bit. And we also have a recipe and menu builder, kind of like a marketplace for people who want to share their recipes that they love. So we're starting off with about 150 different really high quality recipes that you can prepare for you and your family. And of course, as we launch this, I've seen for years now, if you can do this as a family, your success rate is going to go through the roof. That's why we're giving 5 separate health and wellness memberships to people so that they can do it as a group, you know, with a buddy. So we have weight trackers, we have activity trackers in there. So here's you can have, again, all mobile friendly. Weight tracker here allows you to guide your weight. Now, what I will also tell people, do not, when this launches, do not go by the scale only. Number one, do your measurements, your weight, your thighs, your arms, your chest, your pant size. Do this portion, folks. The reason is, so many people go by the scale. And I'm telling you, one cycle of 10 days, many of you are going to put on a couple of pounds of muscle, okay? So you might step on the scale after 10 days and go, damn it, I was 148 pounds 10 days ago, and I'm 149 pounds now. What the hell? This doesn't work. No. Understand that your ratios, your body mass totally transformed. You can gain, especially if you're brand new to this, you could probably gain 2, 3, 4 pounds of muscle, but lose 2, 3, 4 pounds of fat at the same time. So the way your body looks, so use the mirror a lot and understand that the scale is not everything. As an example, when I first moved to Texas, because I'm 5'9" and roughly 233 pounds right now, they wouldn't give me health insurance because my body mass index was through the roof. They figured that I was obese and extremely fat, right? So the point I'm trying to make on this, yes, there are guys that are 233 pounds that don't look like me. They're 25% body fat. So what happened, just to share that the last bit of that story, is they sent a nurse to our office and, you know, like, hey, we're not sure if we can give this guy health insurance because his body mass index is off. And they came in and said, oh, no. This guy's fine. You know, they did my blood work, but, you know, just in looking at me, they're like, okay, this guy's not obese. He's just maybe a little bit of a muscle freak. I don't know. But so anyway, folks, this is coming next week. And why this is so important, let me stop sharing my screen here. Why this is so important, guys, is like we talked about, a lot of people are jumping on board because they see a vision. A lot of people are jumping on board in the internet marketing community because they're like, wow, just having an autoresponder that understands our industry, that's super cool. And so, you know, thousands have jumped on board already just because of the autoresponder. But understand this. You can, you know, you're not going to prospect your neighbor. I get that. But the point I want to make is this. You can't put an ad in the newspaper or online and say, hey, need an autoresponder? Make money with us. 99% of the internet community and the offline community are going to go, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, right? But when you ask people if they'd like to get in better shape with a proven scientific system where you're only working out 3 times per week for 7 to 10 minutes, that is something that is a true mass movement. So I'm going to stop my verbal diarrhea. I'd like to turn it back over to you, gentlemen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Facebook. I'll let any of you guys interact and talk, and I'll see if there's any questions specifically for yourself or for myself. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys, and I'm going to watch the Facebook group for just a minute.
Awesome. I'll jump in here. It was funny because I think right before Brian Michael brought this to me, I like crossed a bridge. I like started getting like mad because I was like, I wasn't where I wanted to be fitness wise. And like it like just kind of everything aligned at the same time. It was really interesting. It was like I was transitioning I was like, I had it in the back of my mind that I really wanted to get back online, but like I didn't really see anything that got me excited. I also wanted to get in shape, and it was just like it just kind of everything coincided all at once, and it was just really weird how it worked. But I just got really excited and like just took massive action and reached out to all my the people that I'm influenced by and that I'm that I'm good friends with online, this is attracting the most amazing people. Like if you're a person that's somewhat new, you have a really this is something really odd, right? When you get in, you're going to have such a ratio of leaders to new people that it's almost like you're walking into a mentorship shop, right? You're like walking into like a place where like everybody kind of has been around the block, everybody kind of knows what they're doing, and everybody can kind of point you in the right direction. Like I don't feel like we have a Facebook group just for our team, and I don't feel like I need to be, like on top of it because I have so many leaders that can answer questions and be like right there. Obviously, I poke in and I'm probably in it more than everybody else, but like I don't feel like I have to because there's just so many strong leaders in our team. I'm just so excited about that.
One question did come in. I just want to that only I can answer. One of the questions was, with one of the 5 memberships, can I give that just to a friend? Does it have to be a family member? No, you can give it to anybody that you want. And what our hope is, the other part was, is it completely customized to them? Yes. So they will log in. They won't have the other tools. They're not going to have the autoresponder. They're not going to have, the reseller tools. They're not going to be affiliates. They'll log in. They'll have direct access to the health and wellness only. And they will fill out their own fit profile based on their needs, wants, and goals. And so it'll be customized to them. So, of course, guys, those who are in the network marketers, that's a very strong recruiting tool. If people get in there and they look at it and start using it, then there will be a button, hey, love what you see, want to help spread the movement, want to make a little extra cash at the same time, click here and become a fully fledged member. And then, of course, that person can now refer 5 others using the system for free, right? So that question came in. It's totally customized. You can give it to anybody that you want. You'll also be able to see who's logging in and using it and who's not. So if you give a free membership away and the guy hasn't logged in 2 weeks, you can revoke that membership and give it to somebody else, or give them a little bit of a nudge saying, hey, I did give this to you, but are you interested in using it or aren't you? Because I just see you have been in there. And the opposite is also true. If you see people logging in and doing this stuff, well, that's somebody you want to give strong recognition and praise to, because they're actually following the fitness program. So back over to you guys. I'll keep looking for other questions, but I really appreciate the correspondence, guys.
Yeah, actually, I had one more thing. So that comes out to a tactical thing right there. You could do one of those like 90-day challenges where you like get a bunch of people together, and then so you basically get them to be like, hey, I only have room for 5 people, but then if you could work with your team like us, and then we can give them away, and then just bring in a bunch of people and get a bunch of results, and then you're basically building it's like a free giveaway that's like a lead magnet, bringing people in, getting them to use it, and then maybe getting some results, and then it's just going to spread, and then they'll want to sign up as a reseller, and you can have that conversation. I can see what you're doing here, and it's brilliant, especially for the offline stuff. Like you could, it really gets people involved even before they even decide to make a decision to get in.
Jonathan, Ingo, anything you guys want to say? I love third-party perspectives. That's why.
I think a big thing it gives me is like the mindset. Me coming in here as a brand new person, I'm not like lost when it comes to ideas and sense of business, but I got this understanding that when you understand success is your responsibility, obligation, and it's your duty. I mean, Grant Cardone says that is a critical thing that comes with it. So exactly how Chad was talking about. We have such a great panel of people here that are experienced, and then people that are novice. You can fall right in the middle and just be confident about it. I think I forgot who said it in the chat, but
Confident. That's exact. I'm sorry. I'm like a bad radio talk show host, but
yeah.
really, it's just right. It's right here, Jonathan. It really is. I see the confidence that you have in yourself, and I tell people that when I started my web hosting company, which is the first thing I ever did, I came from cardiac rehabilitation into web hosting.
Oh, wow.
And so somebody would pick up the phone, call us, and they're like, and I used it as a strength. So, hey, this is Joel Terrian. How can I help you? And they're like, Joel Terrian? I'm like, yeah. They didn't know I was sitting in my basement all by myself. They're like, am I talking to the CEO? I said, of course you are. Wow, I've never talked to a CEO on the phone before. That's really cool. Well, I had a question about your web hosting. Does DNS and your cPanel propagate within 48 hours? And I'm like, I have a really strong tech team on the back end. Hey guys, listen, I am the CEO. I'm a little bit more of the marketer on this. Tell you what, give me 24 hours. Let me be resourceful. I'll talk to my team and I'll get you the answer. They're like, okay, cool. I get it. CEO is more of a marketer. He's not that technical. And it wasn't a lie. It was a stretch. Who was my technical team? It was where I was hosting my servers. So I called the company that was hosting the servers and said, hey, I have a question for you. Can you answer this question? So the point I'm trying to make is, people can create such mental blocks because of lack of confidence, right? People can be overweight and go, well, I can't do this because I'm overweight. When I reach my fitness goals, then I'll start talking about this. It has nothing to do about that. It's a mind shift right here. So back over to you, Jonathan, because I see that mind shift, man, and you're going to make millions. That I can tell you.
Thank you much, man. I was actually just talking to a girl that's been following me on my Instagram because I do calisthenics. Is kind of what I do as my home workouts is what I'm introducing to this. And we have a 14-day challenge we have going on. So I was just talking to her like, hey, today's challenge is going to be a little tricky, but it all depends on how you can try out, figure out, get the mindset in that you can make this happen. I love seeing women step up to the plate. They're like, I see these guys doing all this crazy stuff, but I want to get in shape. I want to do it. I'm like, I love that. And Joe, I totally agree with you. It's actually a huge pet peeve of mine when I see women like, you pick up the weight once, you're going to look like a bodybuilder. It does not work that way. It's a lot more discipline.
I wish it did. I wish I picked up my first weight and got a 20-inch arm by the next morning. That would have been a lot.
I wish it was that simple. I wish I could be as jacked as you, but my body's at its peak. I got to wait till I get to 30 to get the next slow my metabolism. So I got to wait. So I got some time. But it comes down to like just knowing what your goals are, especially for your body, but it goes the same way with your business. That's why like the combination works perfectly, because when you start understanding the mindset you have to have, like, hey, this is what I want to do for my business, this is what I want to do for my body, it correlates perfectly. Like your goals that you have, like, I got to stay consistent with how I want to look for my fitness, how I want to be able to talk to my people, being personal. I mean, I'm looking at people on the chat here and everybody's so very encouraging. Thank you guys so much. And I mean, I just love the team and the camaraderie we have here. I mean, that's the entrepreneur mindset that comes there. And we need to be able to bring that type of community to anyone that comes into this organization. And then whatever we decide to strive for to the next journey is keeping that culture of not only just positivity, or we like saying is good vibes, but constantly keeping a positive mental attitude no matter where we go. And I mean, I think that's the biggest point that we have here. So I mean, I love what everyone's got going on right now. And I'm just excited there's so much excitement going on, because I know we're just only we're not even touching the surface yet.
Oh, we're not. We're not even touching $1 million in sales now, guys. That's nothing as to what's about to come out. Go ahead, Ingo. I can tell he's getting excited too.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this was the first time I was looking forward to this webinar, because I didn't saw the whole fitness, the system that Joel just shared with us on the screen. I just saw that for the first time, and man, this is just amazing. This is just, there's so many things you are already thought about and are already in place that in other systems it would take months or even longer to put all those elements together after they're launched, because they're figuring out, oh, we could use that and we could add that, and everything is in place. And there's one thing that I want to talk about just for a minute here, and this is timing, because I was just listening to an audio the other day by the way, all leaders are readers. Read for 30 minutes a day and listen to an audio for 30 minutes a day. Every single about
guys,
personal development or marketing.
Jessica just came in. She was here. Is that part of your leadership team? Like came into the Zoom panel here. Sorry. Or did they get the link by accident?
I think they might have got the link on accident.
Okay, sorry. Keep going, Ingo. I just didn't want to cut somebody off who was trying to get.
No worries. Timing. Because I was just listening to an audio where someone was talking about an interview that Bill Gates gave. And he was asked about his just 3 most important ingredients for his success. And what he said was, the first thing you have to have is good timing. I could talk half an hour about how great the timing is with NowLifestyle right now. It's just amazing. It's ground floor. This is still pre-launch. We haven't even launched to the public yet. And I can just imagine what will happen when we do. The second thing that he said was positioning. Because the timing doesn't matter if you don't position yourself right, okay? So the timing is perfect, but you have to position yourself with us together in this. And exactly. And the third thing that Bill Gates said as his ingredients for success was depth of vision, right? Vision for the future and vision for the company. Because there can be good timing, you can position yourself right, but if the whole thing is just the timing is just good for a couple months, then all your work will be wasted after that time period. But this company is here to stay. The vision for the company is to build a successful business all around the globe for years to come. So if you're looking for a true home and not just for a couple $1,000 in commissions that you can earn easily here, if you're looking for a true home as a marketer, you're in the right place also. And I think when Bill Gates is giving away his secrets to success, you should listen. And this is another thing, you should always be open-minded, and you should listen to successful people that are where you want to be and who have done what you wanted to do. So I could talk an hour about leadership, and maybe we'll have another webinar where we focus more on the mindset side of business, because this is so important. And Joel, I think you can improve this 100%, and maybe you can add on this, because you have way more experience than all of us in this business, and you built several successful businesses before. And I can't stress enough how important it is that you believe in yourself and that you can do it. If you don't do anything else, doesn't even matter. So believe in yourself, join us in this journey. The timing couldn't be better.
Yeah, it 100%. And you know, people might be watching us and going, yeah, but it's easy for them. They have the perfect life. Listen, man, there's days I wake up and I'm like, you know, things happen, server failed, this happened, whatever. It's all part of the mindset of how you deal with certain things and keep maintaining a positive attitude. You know, there's a story about Steve Jobs. They had to demonstrate the very first iPhone, and they were hitting a deadline. And it turned out that a lot of the apps, when they would open the apps, would freeze the phone. Instead of canceling the grand reveal of the iPhone, you know what he did? This is a true story. It was based on a documentary. He had 6 different iPhones behind his computer, and that all looked the same. Okay. And so he would open up the app and go to demonstrate the app. And God forbid, if it froze the iPhone, he would just casually go like this and pick up the other one that already had that app open. So again, it's, you know, do you think that he had the perfect life at that moment, or was he stressed to the max, regardless of being worth billions of dollars already, right? So it is mindset. It's consistency with that mindset. It's maintaining a positive attitude. And it doesn't mean that great people don't have bad days. there's days where I'll reach out to my leadership, and these are new leadership guys that I'll be reaching out to, where, hey guys, I just need a little pick me up. I need to be back on the right path. A lot of people say, well, their mindset is so strong, they're not human. That's not true. It's just that we all have our negative thought patterns. Just learn to shelf them right away, and certainly don't verbalize them to the world. Believe me, there have been days where I'm having not the greatest day in my life, but I'm on a webinar happier than happy could be, because that's what leadership about is providing the mindset that you absolutely have to have in this industry. And, choose your friends, choose your partners wisely. All I can say, within milliseconds of being in a room with people, the people that pick you up or the people that bring you down mentally, and just focus on those people that pick you up. And that's what's going to make all the difference. And that's what I think one of the things that you did very, very well, Jonathan, is aligned yourself with positive people who share your vision, share the NowLifestyle vision, and just have a great positive attitude overall. And that's how I've built my successful companies, guys, is the shit can hit the fan, excuse my language, especially in technology. But when things went wrong, rather than running into a corner and putting my head in the sand, I would be the first person to be on video instantly saying, hey guys, this is what happened. We're working on it. Well, I can let you know. And that in those moments of high stress, that generates a lot of trust with people. So trust, integrity, relationships is the key to your success, guys. Obviously, combined with a good product and a strong vision for the future. Absolutely, that's important. I'm excited to create a movement with people, because there are so many misunderstood things centered around marketing online. There's so many things misunderstood centered around exercise. Some of them we discussed about women becoming huge, about how to gain weight or lose weight, and dropping your calories. I see so many women doing cabbage soup diets that are about 500 calories a day, and that's a first sign of absolute failure, because you're gonna shut your metabolism down and actually get fatter. So I too could talk all day about the timing, where we're at, the vision, and everything else, but I won't. Chad, any last things that you'd like to say, or anybody for that matter?
No, not really, man. I'm just excited. I want to get off this and start running, and just go and take action. But there's a train coming by. The people that are watching, they have an opportunity to jump on and ride this train to the bank and in shape and all that good stuff. And they have the choice to make. And so make that decision and grab on arms with us and let's roll.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Right now, the train's just chugging like an old steam train. You can still jump on. Don't wait till we're running so fast that you've missed the train, guys. Timing, positioning, attitude, mental attitude. Ingo, Jonathan, any last words?
I mean,
it is what it is, baby. Let's get this done, right?
Yeah, let's just get it going, man. I'm ready to get off this and just get this thing going. I got videos to work on, so let's get it in. I got fitness videos to do.
Well, I appreciate the new friendships, guys. I appreciate the vision. I appreciate the confidence and the trust in myself and the team. Look forward to working with you guys for many, many years to come. Everybody on Facebook, thank you for being here again. Without you guys, the company wouldn't exist. Thanks again, guys. Look forward to doing another web webinar with you. So have an awesome day, everybody. Thank you, Jonathan, Chad, Ingo, for being here. Thank you, everybody on Facebook, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Have a good one.